Damo.
What's up, bro?
Dude, it's been a time and a half.
It has been 2-3 weeks.
Dude, I thought it was like a month.
Well, the bad thing is that we went on such a hiatus, not even posting videos.
Yeah, I haven't posted on our Instagram. It's so fucking long.
I've been just so busy. I've literally uploaded this video that's currently going up in installments.
Isn't that the video with Riley and Big Mike?
Yeah, it was. It's taken
like
me
a month
2 weeks.
ago.
It's taken me 2 weeks to get it. And I sat down and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna get this one going. And then it was like, take notes on the episode, listen to it. Then it was editing. Took another week.
It's all right, man. It's all right. We've been some busy fuckers, it's cool.
It's been a long time since
but
I sat down.
if you hear the chewing of the gum in the to the right of me, we do have a guest.
Whoa,
and you've heard of him. You've heard of him on many of our casts already. Oh, yes. My boy Michael, other known as Chad, other known as Sully, other known as Dios in the Post. So, Sully.
Fix in the Denny's parking lot. That's always a move.
That's our Friday night's been lately. We go lift at Forge, and then we go to Denny's and fix in the parking lot for an after.
It's a good time.
He was with me for the gay
I know. So is this the gym across the street from the gay club, or?
No. That's in Chicago. No, this one's in Crystal Lake. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. It's a little bit of a
We do
hike
have to go to that one.
It is, but it's super cool. It's like that's where we see Sarah and John.
Okay.
We're trying to getting them on the podcast, but
I know you wanted to do that.
it's been
I have no guests that would moderately.
Yeah, do you have friends, man? Like,
no,
what's going on?
No, I don't. I honestly don't. I talk to my girlfriend and then only coworkers.
That's all you need. That's all you need.
Wow, sensitive moment.
But dude, I was telling my I started camp, by the way.
Yeah, I heard.
It's more a weekend, one day in camp. Yeah, no, I heard that. And
I stopped by and I was like really anxious to be like, oh, I want to see Chris because I got the truck, and I was like, I said I'd come by.
Bro, you got the fucking truck?
You parked next to it.
That's the truck?
Yes, bro.
Oh, it's got like designs over it. I thought you were gonna get like a fucking GMC.
That's part of the advertisement.
Okay.
So.
Hey, it's cool. I'll have to look at it when I leave.
It's a nice little.
Well, it's a good podcast. I'm gonna go look at it.
But I stopped by and I was like, I don't want to see the X. Oh God! But I was like, I'll come see Chris and all this.
Speaking about the X, Damo.
That plan, we devised this plan with Chris and a coworker
and my
of ours.
boy Mike.
Yeah. So
I have a lot of friends named Michael. Shit. So
Sully.
Operation, we're gonna call her Stephanie.
Yeah.
Is underway. Man.
Okay, so let's go through the progression. Sully, have you been dialed in on this?
No.
Oh,
Okay,
man,
we're gonna catch you now, right? Last year, I dated a terrible individual at our work when we
I'm actually Snapchatting her right
fantastic. I love this right now.
This is sliding in.
I dated her over the summer. She is cancer on 2 feet, and then broke up. I've never said fuck you, Jesus Christ, and like walked out of a conversation before until that woman.
Yep.
And I've dated quite a bit.
Bro, she treated me
Oh my God.
so much better than he treated Damo, or she treated Damo.
Whoa.
So I was like, sorry. Bro, there's been so much she shit. I can't do it.
A lot of changes going on. But yeah, no, so I dated her, broke up with her, and then Chris and her had a great relationship, and I literally sat down with Chris.
Still
and
do,
Mike.
man.
Yeah.
Still do.
I sat down with Chris and Mike, and I'm like, dude, you should dive in and just whatever your imagination can think of, go for it.
So we're calling it Operation Stephanie.
Yeah.
You gonna go for it?
Oh, dude, I've been trying. But like,
literally going
just
for
like,
it.
because I was thinking, Dom, it would be so fucking cool if we could be Eskimo bros.
Any way it's possible. I don't even care.
I'm surprised you're cool with it.
Why wouldn't I be?
He doesn't care about her.
Yeah.
If she died tomorrow...
Women are not objects.
There it is. One. We're done. If she died tomorrow, I'd feel nothing. So...
Wow.
Is that strong?
Nah, dude, not really,
all right,
man.
yeah,
Like, nah, it's cool.
She's
It's cool.
dead to you.
So,
it's like if someone else randomly died.
So Chris is fighting
I'm going for it,
upstream,
man.
trying to
I'm
get,
going
yeah,
for it.
I'm
It's-
super excited.
I'm trying to. So I got the Snapchat. I got the number.
Nice.
Michael,
Yeah.
not this Michael, was there right when I got a number, and he's like, "Dude, that was so fucking smooth."
Yes.
I was like, "Thank you, man."
How did that go? Like, okay, so give me the progression.
Oh
'cause we
man!
have
So
not talked about
she's
this.
going to the
Hell?
college. Yeah, she's going to Hell.
Okay.
Well, Hell 2, which is College of Last Chance. She's going there for the summer. Yeah.
No way.
She's taking a couple classes there.
Good for her.
And she was telling me about it. I was like, oh, well, I mean, I know you're going to be flipping lost for trying to find your classes. And she's like, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. I was like, well, here, I'll give you my number. And yeah, right? And then she's like, oh my gosh, that'd be so amazing. And then, like, so she was, like, texting me, calling me, like, trying to find her class. And then we've been texting and Snapchat.
So here's how you know that she just wanted the number. That school is so easy to figure out.
She texted me.
She also goes to, like, a Big Ten school. Like, she goes to a huge...
I don't get what's with that.
Figure it out in one day.
Exactly.
One day to figure out.
And you know what's the stupidest thing? Like, as easy as the school is, we got like 3 levels, right? And it goes like, and she's in B wing or whatever. So it's like B1 is the first level, B100 is first level,
exactly.
B200 is second level, B300. She goes, does the levels go by hundreds? Like, if I'm B200, am I the second level? I'm like, oh yeah, you for sure are. It's a common mistake. It's cool. I'm such an asshole.
She's in college? God.
Yeah, dude, she goes to a massive school.
No, I know.
And she's like worried about
It's this. So this is definitely she just wants the number. I mean,
Never know, man. We'll see.
She wants to ride in Shark.
just be careful because she doesn't like melding her worlds. So don't like hit on her too hard at work.
No, I haven't. Like, I haven't at all. I've been like a day on, day off,
Oh,
day
that's
off,
nice.
off,
Okay, all
on.
Okay. Hard.
And she's in a different camp,
That
so
came
it's
out
like,
oh, is she? Okay.
yeah.
Well, that's good. So that's.
yeah, so no,
Just tell Riley to talk you up.
because he's in the same camp with her.
This is amazing.
Yeah, dude, so
I'm super
it might
excited
happen,
about
man.
that.
I might text you just saying, like, bro, operation success.
I might jump out of bed.
But, dude,
wherever
I was
am.
thinking about it. I was like, I might not want to do this till, like, end of summer, though. Because, like, I already have, like, 2 awkward situations in, like, summer camp right now
You're
that
gonna
are
become
actually...
the me of where we work.
Yeah.
Because, like, that was me at my old school where it's just awkward situations left and right. And you're gonna do that at work.
Dude, I already have that going on right
Congratulations.
now. I don't want a third one. And 2 of them that already are in my camp.
It wasn't even your fault for the last one.
Yeah, you're right.
It wasn't, you know. Gosh, man.
Dude, but it's been crazy, though, man. So, this camp's been going good, though, you know.
No.
I don't talk to many people, only the kids much.
That's all you need.
Bastards. Yeah, just because I'm teaching, have this whole field open, right? And we have just free time. That's all we do.
Yeah.
Right? So then we're just, like, I'm teaching these kids how to cherry bomb them, and then, like, the people go out on the field, and I hit them pop flies, and, like, they take it. So I'm literally running, like, a baseball practice during free time.
So I got here.
Yeah, so it's just, like, it's a good time, though, dude. I mean, it's chill. I have the aux cord. I'm designated aux person.
No way.
Yeah, so
That's
I got
a safe
that.
bet.
I got that going on. The kids respect my
Last
music.
year, the kids just fucking took nothing, and they're just all 21 Pilots, and
Dude,
I was like Sutter music all day long.
Speak about fucking 21 Pilots.
Oh, yeah.
Our friend, who is... I'm trying to put this... Delicately. Last year, she was a girl. This year, she's a boy.
Give us an age range. I don't remember how.
She's 13, Dom.
That's too young to make that.
I feel like they should be older before they can actually make that decision on their own.
Thank you.
Like,
speaking words of wisdom over there.
right? Yeah. Our guest speaks so much words
I
of
know.
wisdom.
We're dumbasses compared to what Mike and Riley threw out there.
I went
Right?
to a very good private school.
I played for your private school and it ruined my baseball career.
All right, let's not throw
Blame it on the
everything.
coach, Chris.
I'm not crying.
How about that video I sent you though? Jesus,
Dude, that was...
I choked up.
I was watching it on the toilet and I even choked up. I was like, damn, man.
I saw it too. Why is all my Instagram posts? I find
because that's the only time I'm on Instagram.
Yeah, that's the only time I have time.
But anyways.
Exactly, that's too big of a step for a child.
Exactly. I was telling my boss, he was even like, dude, like, this is like, that's so fucking like wrong.
Like, you hear that stuff on the news, but you never think you're actually gonna like
Right.
see that in real
Yeah,
life.
and the
you know?
weirdest thing, like, we were, so, like, before we go outside and whatnot, I'm like, girls on this side, boys on this side. And I'm like, Andy, go on.
Choose.
Choose?
See, that's the...
And like, he was walking with a group of his friends, right? And I'm like, girls, where you going? And then, like, he turns around, he goes, don't misgender me. I was like,
Oh my god!
100% honestly happened. I was like, oh god. Like,
I don't know,
I want
man.
to deal with this.
That's...
I even tried to play it cool. Like when I found out, I was like, "Hey, congratulations, that's awesome." You know, I tried
Chris
to be.
is sweating on the inside.
Yeah, I tried to be the good guy, and she's like, "Oh, thanks." That's like he's pretty cool. Besides all that, like I know you know.
I mean, there's just a lot going on there.
Yes,
I mean,
absolutely.
Last summer was crazy for them.
But like, take away all that stuff, and if you have a normal conversation with him,
Yep.
he's pretty cool. Right, but then, like, he's just in the mindset of, like, sometimes where he's just so fucked in the head. It's just like, what are you doing? You're 12, 13 years old, and you're making a big decision like this.
You can't, you have to be 18 to join the military. You gotta be 18 to smoke. You gotta be 21 to drink. You gotta be 25 to run a car.
Yeah.
But you can put needles in your body to give yourself balls at the age of 13. That's insane.
See, I don't think he's in the process of doing that yet, but...
Any step is too much of a step. I was watching videos about little kids who were like, "I'm a boy," and the parents are like, "Well, that's okay." And she's like 7.
Dude, I saw this thing on Twitter the other day where a 3-year-old came out as gay, and everybody's like, "That's amazing!"
Kid don't even know what that means.
3-year-old
Like,
doesn't even
he's
have
fucking
a-
3
Why
years
is
old.
Why does he even know what that means? What's going on in school? What's going on at home?
honestly.
I don't know.
What does his parents let him watch?
Yeah, dude.
But it's like,
Three,
okay,
how can he even like talk at like age 3?
Exactly, dude. I'm like, how do you even know what that is?
he's
like,
not even saying I'm gay. He's
I'm
just like,
fucking
I'm
fabulous.
Yeah,
You're
dude,
3.
I don't
Already
know.
finger snapping to mom and dad about what he wants to eat.
Yeah.
If you're like 16 and make that judgment call, all right.
So you know what the
3?
fuck?
Come on.
The most fucked up thing about it is sometimes I'll go like we have free time at camps. All the camps are together running around, and
Anarchy.
right. And there's these 3-year-olds, and they're always like they run up to me because I've taught them in like preschool basketball before, and
Yeah.
they run up like hug my leg and whatnot. And they're 3 years old. So imagine if one of them came up to me like, "Hey, I'm gay." What? I'll be like, "Shut up, go run around." Like I know.
What do you do?
And at age 3 too, you've never even seen like what like a good looking girl looks
Yeah,
like.
dude.
Are you saying that
After
3-year-olds
puberty.
are
Like how is a 3-year-old
looking
like,
about women? No.
is a 3-year-old at the mall like checking out other 3-year-olds? Like what's going on? Like,
Some. If you're Stewie Griffin, yeah.
well, yeah, I guess.
Stewie always stays.
But
the
this
same age.
Asian was like this.
Some are saying that Stewie's actually gay or pansexual and is just attracted to whatever.
I can see that.
Probably.
I can
But
see that.
I don't know. That's a big.
It's a weird
That's a
flipping
big
thing,
step.
man. I just don't get it. I
God
never will.
almighty.
And like I try to support it as much. I try and see it from their perspectives, but it's just like what the fuck is going on, dude?
I get gay. I get it, but this is a different ball game we're playing. here.
Especially at that age, dude.
Yeah, especially at that. Like I said, you can't do anything.
The kid's
but-
just like pulling a joke or something, like because I don't think there's any
It's-
possible way you can.
I honestly
know.
think it's an attention thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay. Just based on what I witnessed as.
At last year, right?
Right, last year.
Like
It just
she was
seemed-
always like that in the
Yeah,
head.
it just seems like the parents honestly don't pay attention.
No, not at all.
And I mean, the divorce in the family really separated the kids, and then the grandpa stuff. So I mean, honestly, there's just a lot going on, and I feel like she's lost in the shuffle, and she's just projecting some things out.
no.
Maybe.
But
Yeah.
I don't know. It gets glorified.
yeah, but I mean, besides that, Friday I got my nails painted by a 3-year-old, so that was cool.
I saw that on your
Been there.
Snapchat. I was like, "Wow, what's Chris doing?" Just
Hanging
another
out
day
with
at the
Andy.
Y.
I just want to be accepted.
I don't know what this podcast would become if Chris told me that.
Chris, I'm not gonna make it today.
We'd have
With
like
anyone with
craft
painted
corner, and
nails.
Chris would talk about his new craft he was doing.
But dude, speak about kind of like what you said, coming in like, oh, you're not gonna be able to say. I'm in a really good routine right now, man.
Are you?
I'm in a
What?
really flipping good routine. Like I go to the work 8 to 4 Monday through Friday, right?
Yeah.
And then my boy Gio arrives at my house right at 4 o'clock because he gets off. Make food together, and then my boy Riley, who was on it before, he gets off at 5:30. So we meet him upstairs at the YMCA at 5:45, and then Chad shows up too, and we fucking bang out.
How many
weights.
gyms do you belong to?
18
Two.
and a half.
2. Okay,
Two.
well there you go.
Plus 18.
Plus 18.
No, just the 2. So it's the Y and Forge.
Yeah.
The Y is always for like Friday nights or like it's on a holiday or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's always a late.
I don't know if I was gonna
workout.
belong to a gym, probably that one, just because it's closest. But
Yeah, you're right.
I don't know. Well, that's good, dude. Getting in a routine, getting set in something's nice.
Yeah. No, it's good because, like, I'm always busy, right? I'm always
Yeah.
flipping, moving around. But I'd rather be like that than There's so many fucking negative coworkers, man.
Yeah, and I don't know why they're in the best time of their life, where all they have to worry about is partying and getting good grades.
Right? Like, dude, my camp job is so unstressful. It is ridiculous. First week of camp, I literally sat there, listening to Jason Aldean, watching these kids play Nukem for like 4 hours straight. And these kids, and like, at the end of the camp, like, these girls like, oh my god, I'm so tired. I was laying with you on the grass. How are you tired? You haven't done shit.
I know, dude. Jesus. And even the coworkers, like, last year, they're just like, oh, I can't, like, be bothered. I was like, you're at work. Be bothered. Like, what do you mean? They don't have anything to concern themselves with at that moment, because it's summer. They just show up and do something.
Yeah.
Where are you working?
I'm working at Target right now.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, I worked there in the winter last year, but yeah, I mean, job's not fun, obviously, but you meet a lot of different people in the checkout lines. Like, some people have, like,
yeah, I bet you have, man.
So,
yeah. I love that store. I just got my red card.
Everyone loves it.
I just got my red card,
Really?
and it's literally a
My family hates Target, man. Because we got our credit cards stolen there.
Oh, wow.
And our,
No shit,
our
really?
numbers stolen or whatever you
like
call
your
it.
like a red card or your credit card.
Our credit cards.
Shit.
Yeah, so we don't go to Target no more. Sorry, man.
It's okay.
We fuck around at Walmart.
The white trash version of Target.
You know how many times I've seen, like, girls on Twitter, like, saying how much they love, like, Target?
Really?
It's insane,
Every
yeah.
day. My girlfriend and I went there 4 times this weekend.
Jesus.
2 days. We went there 4 times.
Yeah, sometimes I see the same white girl go there 2 times a day.
Let's talk about he had brought up a good thing. Let's talk about white girls on Twitter. Sully. Because I know we've sent each other text messages of screenshots of these girls' tweets.
It's surprising to me how most of them, they really don't have a filter anymore. Like,
No, they don't.
They'll say exactly what they think and feel, and they will not get judged. Not saying that they should get judged, but it's kind of like shocking that in today's world you can literally say anything you want and everyone will be like, wow, I totally agree. It's
Unless
like,
you're a dude.
you know what you
Well,
just
dude, it's the
said?
craziest thing because they're tweeting like the stupidest shit though.
Yeah.
Like the most basic fucking thing.
Yeah, if
like
we're
I
talking
saw
about
this one
people we know,
yesterday.
yeah.
Like, I used to know her back in middle school. She tweeted, she's super hot, by the way. She's a fucking babe. But she tweeted yesterday, she's like, all I'm doing this summer is hanging with my cat, watching Netflix, and running my 7 Instagram accounts. She tweeted that,
7?
and it got like 15 favorites. I'm like, not that I'm about favorites, but I'm like, what the, like, who's, what?
If you're a hot girl, you're definitely gonna get 15
guaranteed.
plus likes
Exactly,
on any
guaranteed.
tweet.
Like the one that you used to go to school with. I wish I was a
Yeah.
dog.
No, literally, yeah.
Like,
How
we're
many
like,
did that get?
like,
about 20.
Yeah.
I don't know.
it's just like we
always
see
high
these
numbers.
tweets.
I
we're
can't
like,
get
what
more
the
than
hell?
Riley's like on anything I post on Twitter, so that's it.
I feel like I always try to like retweet some funny stuff, but anything that I tweet is pretty deep.
Just, yeah, I mean,
Well, we discussed that you need to get back on social media.
I got back.
Okay, good.
You didn't follow me?
I thought it just automatically starts you back up, but I'll get on that. Sorry.
Wow.
can you explain your tweet from last night, what you what is Chris on?
What did
No,
I
dude, I was
miss?
watching Facebook, right? And like you just scrolling through Facebook videos, and it's like 10 o'clock
Can't
at
do it
night.
anymore.
You're in kind of like a deep mood, and you guys know Dalai Lama?
Yes.
He's
a
like
lot
a-
of people do.
Yeah, he's like a super smart guy. And he was like watching this one video, and like one of the girls that asked him a question. It was so funny. It was like these Indian girls standing around him, and like as he was talking, they're like, yes, like very good. So she goes, "What's the 2 reasons people are, or what are the reasons some people are negative or whatnot?" And he goes, "There's 2 reasons, like self confidence or some shit like that, and then one of them was people taking exists as appears." What was it again, man? I fucking forgot.
Let me look.
No, I deleted the tweet because seeing things as they appear, not as
It's
they
not true.
Yeah,
It
some
sounds like the
things as
Wizards
they
of
appear
Waverly
are not.
Place.
oh yeah,
opening theme.
some shit
Well, I
like
don't know what
that,
he means
dude.
because to me it doesn't make sense, but maybe Chris had an enlightening Facebook video.
I'm so into like explaining things in a different way. You know what I mean? Like, when we always get deep, I'm trying to be all philosophical. Like, trying to, like, take a sentence that, like, anybody could say, but then, like, trying to explain it in a paragraph. And, like, I'm so into that shit. That's what's, like... I don't know why. I'm just, like, kind of like that. Because it's, like, a weird mindset that I have.
I love it.
I'm, like, trying to be, like, all colorful and, like... Cool.
Oh, yeah, I'm a philosopher.
Yeah, I'm a fucking philosopher. Teacher.
I don't know. I've
It's
never
interesting stuff, though, for sure.
Oh yeah, it is.
The Dalai Lama, yeah, that guy's got some insightful shit most of the time.
Seeing things as they exist, not as they appear. Right.
That was pretty close.
That was pretty close.
I'd have to read the quote.
Things don't exist.
I want
as
him
they
to
appear.
expound on that because I have no idea what's going on.
Appearing.
After I brought that up to Chris.
It was kind of like, okay, so if like. Back, kind of like when we talked about a couple episodes ago, like when you see someone, like I was at a grad party this weekend, right? You know how many fake conversations you have at a grad party?
Probably a lot.
In one day.
Yeah.
Went to 3 grad parties in one
Do
day.
you know how many fake conversations you have with that shit? Like you're writing
Yeah.
someone,
Oh
how's
my
it going?
God.
What are you studying? Where are you going to school?
Especially
blah, blah,
when you
blah.
don't know
Most
the people
basic
you're-
stuff.
Yeah.
You don't even care.
Exactly.
I was just the boyfriend of the friend of the person.
And
who's
it's like I
actually
hate
friends.
getting in those conversations. So like right there, you're having that conversation with someone, and then they're telling you fucking all this bullshit that they don't care about and you don't care about, but it's just the conversations people have at these
just
things.
how you be polite.
Exactly. So it's like almost like seeing that as it is, and then not seeing what's actually going on in the background. That's what kind of like the tweet meant in a way.
Yeah.
That's how I got
Okay,
it.
all right.
If you're catching my drift.
Jaffiel. No, I got you, bud.
That's kind of where I was coming from with that thing, like seeing things as they appear, not as they exist. Maybe some shit like that, dude. I can't believe I fucking
I
forgot
guess,
it.
yeah, if you're talking about, like, conversations and, like, other things, like,
Yeah.
not talking about, like, a door or something, because that does exist. You know.
Metaphysical.
Yeah, but like at those grad parties, man, like there's like how many conversations you have with like fake shit when like you see someone you haven't seen in a year. Oh, how you doing, man? Good. Fucking going to school, bro. I'm going to college last chance. Where you going? Fucking going to Kentucky, bro. Like shit. It's like I'm switching my majors. Like that's so fake, dude. Like
Chris is like, "Where's the buffet? I'm done." Like,
yeah, dude. It's
Can you tell some jokes or something?
trying to throw some puns in there.
So honestly, yeah. No, I went to 3 this weekend.
Fuck.
One was for my girlfriend's like grad friend.
Still haven't met her.
I know. I'm sorry. That was like one of her friends from grad school, so I knew no one other than my girlfriend, and I just
Yeah.
kind of had to I had to interject where you gotta pick your spots.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so hard because they're like having conversations that relate to something with
Bro,
people that you don't
fucking
know.
100%.
And then you
God.
don't want to be like, because honestly, you're just sitting there. And
Yeah.
this is the first time you're meeting them.
Yeah.
So like, you have a room full of people that she knows and you
Yeah.
don't, and you gotta figure a way out to interject where
Dude.
you're not annoying and
Yes.
manipulating the conversation. Yet they're like, well, he was kind of a square, didn't say a damn thing. I'm
Yeah,
like, because I
exactly.
don't know where to go.
Dude.
I'm like, I don't know, Amanda. What is she like?
Yeah.
I don't know. Is she a bitch? And then you're like, well, why'd he call Amanda a bitch? He doesn't even know her. Like, why would he even say that? Yeah, she's a whore, but like, she's not a bitch. Like, you don't know where to interject.
She got with 3 guys that went
So
down, but
I'm
that's
just like-
very offensive.
And also, I'm angled in a way that isolates me.
Yes,
It's like
dude.
me, girlfriend, friend, and
Bro.
I'm just like,
I cannot
this
relate
chicken's
anymore.
good. And I did a good job. I
Yeah.
got compliments through the friends to her. They're like, oh, they
Oh,
love
that's
you.
good.
I'm like, okay, good. So I
That's
picked my
good.
spots
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
But then we went to a party after that where I wasn't comfortable for reasons I can tell you off cast. I just wasn't comfortable.
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't know how to
Yeah, dude.
handle that
Oh, 100%.
because I'm so angry that I can't even
Picking
be
your
me.
spots is the hardest flipping thing to do. If you don't know anybody and what
Right,
they're talking about.
Right. No.
I relate to that over the graduation party I went to because I was with my buddies, but they like the whole church kind of went there, right? And like I'm good friends with all the guys and kind of my small group. So I'm like, meanwhile, I'm literally just hanging around the food. By the way, if you ever want to meet cool people, go by the food and they'll show up. I promise.
Most of
It's
the
gotta wait a
bodybuilders, but...
Yeah, exactly. You're gonna flex on them a little bit.
Go with the lad spread and talk about what you're hitting.
I've never been more concerned.
This is what we do.
Chris's veins are popping. I don't know what's happening anymore.
No, but it's so true though. It's like
I can't do it.
Like I'm with my buddies and they're like talking to these cute girls. I'm like, yeah, you fucking right. That's what I was talking about. And they're like, who the fuck is this asshole?
Exactly.
Like,
Pro tip: cross your eyes and be like, "Oh, okay,
oh, very cool. Very cool.
All you can do is not.
Evolution,
Because
Yes.
they're talking about like grad school, then they're talking about undergrad, and
Yeah.
You don't know any of these stories.
Exactly. And
You just
neither
know
do you
their
give a
fa-
fuck, right?
No, God,
Like
no.
not at all.
I honestly, if I didn't know any, I wouldn't care.
Trying to act like you give a fuck and picking your spot in the conversation that you don't give a fuck at sucks.
This is the interesting. I don't know if you guys ever run into this, but you date somebody, and I mean, my girlfriend and I are like 100% the most compatible I've ever been with somebody, and her friends don't match who your girlfriend is. You know what I'm saying?
Like their personalities don't work.
Right,
out.
like, you
how are
know-
you friends?
How are you
Yeah.
friends? Like I've been, I get some of the person, I get it, some of it, but then the rest of the time it's like, I don't get it, and then it's like I should be able to be friends with you because I'm such great.
Friends
I'm
with
dating
it.
her,
Yeah.
but I can't speak to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
that
my
makes
friends
sense.
are very like me, but also different in
Yeah.
little bitty ways. But like, her friends are kind of catty, and my girlfriend's not catty.
That's like if I couldn't be friends with your girlfriend, kind of in a way.
Right, like which you totally can because she's
Yeah.
just easy to get along with,
Yeah.
and so are you. So it's not like two alphas going into a conversation. It's just like, yeah.
So Chris is not an alpha. Write that
Bro,
down.
I'm a fucking alpha, bro. Don't
Well,
be telling
but
that
you're not
shit.
gonna be like an alpha with my girlfriend.
You're not like
Oh,
a business,
no.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right, it's just like
There's a time
you
and
can be an
place.
alpha with
Yeah.
Stephanie. Piss all over her. Metaphorically, he's
Like
not
a
R.
deer.
Kelly.
Like a deer.
Hit her against the
claiming
wall.
his-
Just kidding.
That would be awesome.
claiming his-
Take
That's my fucking. That's my
Take
dream.
snaps.
Take snaps. That's my very normal.
That's Chris's 13-year-old fantasy. Oh,
God.
Can you bicep curl me?
Probably, you probably could. But she's
Probably
pretty
could.
dense. She works out. She's a lot of muscle. She's
Yeah.
dense.
I saw her at the gym one time. I flexed on her. It was kind of funny.
Nice job.
Good man. She's like, tee hee.
Oh, no, she did not. Did she?
No. But she's like, Chris, it came out of nowhere.
remember that one time you went over to my gym, and then you were like, "Is there a posing room?" I'm like, "Yeah, over there." And then these
pose room?
girls came up to you and they started like laughing, like when
Oh,
you were like
yeah.
posing. You like, "Put your shirt back on." Like, this is not the place.
Did you get a cramp?
No, God, no.
Send me.
I get so much shit from trying to
me.
practice my posing in front of people. Like, one time I was working out at my gym, and couple stories, right? So, when I'm on prep, I practice my posing 24/7, right? Anytime after the gym, I'm always in there. But it's a public, aerobic room, right? So there's people in there, right? So I used to just do it without asking them permission if it's okay, and then like some people are like, "Oh, you fucking compete? Oh, that's dope as hell. Like that's cool." But there's one person, like this girl, that's got fucking offended as hell. It's like oh my god, like you are posing, you are shirtless,
Did she honestly say this to you?
in a gym.
she
No,
put her arm in?
but she didn't say it to me. But she went and complained to the front desk that somebody was quote unquote flexing and being
bodybuilder in this family
being arrogant of like looking themselves in the mirror too much, right? And then somebody had to say
my
that about me,
God.
and they explained the conversation they had with the person. So now they make me ask the people in the actual aerobic center if I can.
So
pose.
it goes like this. Can I take my shirt off and look in the mirror for like an hour and a half? While you guys do your yoga?
100%, dude.
Is that how you
No, it's 100%.
And then you're like cowering behind the door.
Because I always like to go in this one like corner by the
I got
light.
yelled at by someone.
Like, because the light is like a stage light, so right? So I'm like, it's perfect lighting.
I know.
Yeah,
I know,
you've
it's
been
good.
there.
Yeah, it's a good spot for you to
Yeah,
do
so
that.
it's 100% right. Like, I walk in there, hey, do you mind if I take my shirt off and admire my body?
Not in a sexual way.
Yeah,
I just
exactly.
wanna...
And then, like, all the girls like, you're fucking hitting on me. I'm like, no, I'm staring at myself.
No, that's my friend in the window staring at you. Hi.
He's my posing coach.
Oh, no.
No, so, right? So, like, these one girls I asked, they're, like, doing abs or whatever, like, the little iPhone app. 1, 2, now we're doing Russian twists. Like, that
God.
bullshit, right? So I can literally hear it going on, like
Yeah,
the iPhone
yeah,
telling them what to do.
Shout out Gio for
Wait a
the
minute. So is there no
exercises.
actual class, or is it just like
No, it's just people like just doing it.
Then you have every right to be in there
Exactly.
without even asking.
Exactly.
Like, what?
So now, like, I go up to
Housewives suck.
and I'm like, hey, I'm competing in a show in 3 weeks. Do you mind if I practice my posing? And they're like, oh yeah, for sure, go ahead, it's cool. And then meanwhile they're just doing their shit, so I take off my shirt. And then I hit my front double bicep, like it's like your normal, like, I don't know how to explain it. And then I do that, and then I'm going through my posing routine, right? Yeah. And it's like it's like weird, I guess, if you don't know what is going on and shit. And they just start crying, laughing, bro. They're just like crying, like all that bullshit. And so they're just like laughing and whatnot. So I put my shirt back on, I just leave the fucking room, and they're just still like laughing, like looking out the window. It's like, what the fuck? Like, just let me. So now I got.
Chris wants a curtain.
Yeah. So now I have the password to get in the personal training room, so
Oh,
I can just go
nice.
in there, which is cool. So.
Good for you.
Unless they go right by the window and then laugh at you outside there. Then you're screwed.
Fuck.
But other than that,
It's all good though.
Buddy.
It's a very.
That's
This is
don't
the
get
only kid, besides Aaron, that I could talk bodybuilding with. But even he still laughs.
well, actually, we were at my friend's house on Saturday, and then Chris was just like, on Instagram, looking up bodybuilders. I just started dying.
how do you do that, like, casually looking at ripped dudes on your phone?
What he does.
That's what I do, man. And like the weirdest thing, like I got so many questions, like, "Are you gay?" I'm like, "No." I'm like,
No, Mom.
I see their bodies. This sounds so fucking weird. As like an object, right?
Whoa.
And like,
Whoa. Women are not objects. Men are, apparently, to Chris, though.
fuck you, Dom. Okay. Where's your ass been in a gym lately? Hasn't been there, huh?
No, it's.
What do you gotta say about that?
It's been in a pack of LM cigarettes. That's where it's been.
Ooh, I
Just
can go
get a
for one of
Juul.
those after this.
Do you have a
No,
Juul?
that's too strong a nicotine. That literally.
Really? I thought it was equivalent to 6.
No, it's 50% like salt nicotine, which is really intense.
No,
Because
it's super, super high, yeah.
Yeah, I went into the
Especially
vape shop because I wanted to get one because it's way cheaper probably just to
Yeah.
get that. But the guy explained it to me, and then when my girlfriend's brother has one, and whenever I'm like, dude, can I hit that? I take 2 drags, not even like big deep ones, and I'm fucked.
Yeah, I mean,
Fucked.
yeah, it's...
I can chain smoke like 4 cigarettes and be
Yeah.
fine. I do 2 hits of that thing, I'm like, jeez, and I'm looking for the exit.
No, it's very, very strong. Like, I have a Fix, which is the exact same thing as a Juul, just like a little bit change in the design. But, yeah, when I first started out, I was getting, like it messes you up. Like, it's like the equivalent of taking, like, shots of, like, alcohol
Yeah, no
at first.
thanks.
But, you get used to it, and, like, yeah, I mean,
Yeah, see,
it
that
doesn't get
crash-
as intense, like
I
later
I didn't smoke for like 3 days, and I didn't like have any like withdrawal or whatever. But
Yeah.
I can only imagine that the crash on the Juul Fix is like nuts. And
Yeah, right now I don't even have my charger, so I'm like, Chris, what am I gonna do?
I got cigs if someone wants to rip one later, but
I'll
we haven't had a cig for this podcast in a long time.
That was only the first episode, and then we started going
Oh, was
inside.
that was that in the garage?
Yeah, our
Okay,
first
yeah.
episode was in the garage,
Genesis,
man.
man. What
The
is-
story about the priest with the hookah, or like not the hookah, but the
Oh, the
horn,
horn,
or whatever the fuck
jeez.
you call it.
Oh god,
This
this show has taken on many transformations.
What episode is this? 20? 19?
19.
Wow.
This is gonna be 19.
It was 18, the one where I didn't talk whatsoever.
We were so tired.
Yeah, dude. I texted, I was like, do we want to upload that?
It was more like we have a schedule. We've been doing this solid for like a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Just get in here and let's.
Maybe we had a good break. Now it's time to get back on the...
I was honestly thinking of like doing this one, which would be 19, then the next one in 20, and then have like 3 weeks off again,
Yeah.
and then do season 2.
Alright.
But
shit.
why
Are you gonna
we
like
discuss
change
that
like the
point?
cover photo?
Maybe
That'd be a
we'll
good
do an
idea.
updated one.
Yeah.
Well, you don't like our logo?
No, season 2's got to have a different.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Yeah,
just don't fucking like our logo. Like, I
It's
It's like
created-
making a little fixed pod and then beer bongs and Bentleys in the background, little
We're
Denny's.
never having this kid back. No,
This kid is the biggest fan of Post Malone, I think.
I've been listening to that new CD.
Dude, we
more.
found a picture of Post Malone before he had all his tattoos and whatnot, and I showed it to Sully.
Yeah.
And he was with the girl that broke his heart. And there's like a picture, and it was on Twitter. It was like, if anybody's wondering, this is the girl that broke Post Malone's heart. And this was like, he was all cleaned up, like hair and everything like that. No tattoos on his face.
Did you see the new ones?
Yeah, always tired.
What is he doing?
Maybe people ask him always like if he's tired. So that just answers
The
it.
meme was pretty rude though. You see, it was like apparently
Which one?
the Post Malone meme. Like people were just like blasting him in like the comments. I'm like,
Oh, I had a
Great music.
flipping. Sorry to interrupt you, sorry. I had a cool ass weekend.
Oh yeah, what'd you do?
Today's Monday, if anybody's wondering. Saturday we went to up in Kenosha. Me and my buddies Jack, Aaron, and Aiden. We went to the 3D bow hunt and shoot.
Oh shit!
Which is like, so it's like this big forest, right? Like a huge ass forest. And maybe you can put some pictures up there of the targets, because I'm not at them, so it's cool.
All I heard was drop the photos down. So I dropped the photos, which has really helped me out so much.
Maybe put them back on your green a little bit.
Is this it?
Yes, that's it.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
Looks French.
You should put that up right like
Honestly, I think
as
that
the
might be
actual cover photo.
Yeah, that
yeah.
might be the whole thing.
how old do you think he was in that photo?
He's probably like
17,
18, yeah.
18.
That shit's crazy, isn't it?
He's got tattoos on his
Yeah,
eyes.
that girl must have fucked him up.
Well, look what happened after that. Like, what?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, White Everson was like a huge hit. Like I remember like hearing that. I thought he was gonna be like a one-hit wonder, and like no one thought he was gonna be that good.
Yeah.
Like
But dude,
every
his
song that comes
is
out,
so
but
good. But anyways, like so there's this huge forest, right? And you have these targets at like, and they're stuffed animals, not the ones where like the fur and whatnot, but like target ones.
Yeah.
Right. So like we come up to this one. It's like it has 30 targets in a big forest, right? And there were like trails you have to go on, and it's pretty much golf, but for targets and like shoot an arrow, right? So we have a rangefinder, we range in the target, we see it's at 70 yards away, fix our sight to 70 yards, and then just, pew, and it's like, yeah, and it's like a point system, right? So it's like the smallest hole is 12 points, then 10 points, 8 points, 5 points, right? Yeah, super flipping cool, dude.
That's
I'll have to
amazing.
show you videos after this, but it's super cool.
Shit.
Yeah, because those arrows, they're fucking crazy, man. Speaking about arrows, Sully.
I didn't even look through the lens. That's why. But go ahead, tell the story.
So I used to be able to shoot in my basement, right?
I know.
Which is like 15 yards away, and I got good enough where I don't miss, right? At least the target, right? I'm not. That's like, what is it? We think 4x4 or
I'm
like.
not
I mean,
liking
it's-
where this story's
Yeah, I
going.
mean, it's probably like a equivalent of a pillow.
Yeah, so right, so my kind of basement set up where it has like this long hall area and then like a foosball area over here and then like a couch kind of over there. It's like it's like upside down U almost, if that explains it well.
Yeah.
So we're shooting, right? I'm shooting in the basement. We're chilling after the gym, and I'm like, "So you want to shoot it?" He was like, "Oh yeah, dude, sure, I'll try it." So I can't.
I've done it before. Nothing.
Yeah,
bad
he'd
has
done it
happened.
before, right? And like it kind of worked, but this time we had the target set up right where a door was behind it, right? So we have the target, the door, and then outside of that was our like
What's your pounds?
60-pound pullback.
So how fast you going out the gate?
It
300?
gets there fucking quick.
300?
I wouldn't know miles per hour on that.
300
No way. No.
per second?
Anyways,
Three
here
per
you look up how fast a 60-pound bull shoots from like 3%. I tell you a story.
300 feet per second. I mean, that's like roughly ballpark, right?
Yeah, sure. It's fucking moving, man. It's quick as hell. So anyways, this story will tell how fast it goes. So he's like, target's like 4x4, right? And then you got a door behind it. And then we have like this workshop area and then the cellar that goes outside. Right? So you know how on the outside of the house, sometimes on the like very outside by the
Oh, man.
by the siding, and then you have this thing that dips down in the basement,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Then they have the window. Okay, so he's 15 yards away, and I can tell he's like, and it's very hard to pull a bull back if you don't know how to do it properly.
You really have to use your leg.
Yeah, you have to like pull it down almost like you're doing like a lat pull down, because if you try and pull it like just like you're doing like a little rubber band, like you'll bust your shoulder, like you'll fuck it up.
Yeah.
So he gets it back, and then he's getting right there, and I can tell he's like moving his like that. I'm like, oh shit. And I never told him about the peep, which is the peep you gotta line your eye up so you can see through the sight, which lines up with the actual target.
So if you're not doing that, you're totally screwed.
Yeah, so half this is my fault. So, anyways, He's looking through, and I'm like...
Not looking through shit. I'm literally like,
Yeah.
just like looking in my eye. I'm like, all right, it looks good.
So he's like lined up with what he thinks is like gonna be good.
God.
Takes a shot. And that was missing the target, going all the way through a door. Right, so this door behind you, just exactly like that, goes all the way through that, through my little workshop, hits the window, hits the cellar outside, snaps the arrow in half. So this thing goes through a door, a window, makes a dent in the metal cellar,
I'm surprised
and
it didn't-
snaps in half.
This president.
I'm like, Chris, I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
Chris was like pretty impressed that it like went through.
Yeah,
like
like I'm
windows.
not
He's
even
like,
half
"Whoa."
mad. Even my dad was like, "Dude, that's fucking crazy. Like, don't
No,
you
his
know
dad was,
you're
like,
not allowed to
patting
shoot
me
out
on the
in
back
like
and,
in the
like,
house.
in the house anymore." But
crazy.
like, shit, that was.
Isn't that
crazy.
amazing how quickly it turns? Like you were like, we were doing this for years.
Yeah, 300 feet per second, kind of.
Oh my God, I'm so fucking good. I was really big. At
I don't know
archery
what
when I was a kid.
how much
you?
pound is that?
I have a
but-
bow. I have a recurve.
Yeah,
I
60
don't have
pounds
a-
draw off 300 feet. Look at you.
My uncle shot a bear with a bow and arrow twice. Killed it.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
No
we
shit.
have stuffed mounts in the old office of massive black bears,
Like,
in
how-
standing and like walking
has
position.
he ever told you the stories behind that? Because if
he
he
was
misses,
like not that far away,
geez.
Yeah.
a couple of yards.
Yep.
From a black bear. I think he was
And
packing.
you got to take multiple
Yeah, yeah.
shots.
Like he
would
had
have
I think he had
to,
a 44 Magnum
that's
as
very
his buddy.
smart. That's very smart.
But I mean, the guy was bow hunter, and if I went there a couple days to like we had back in the day when there was money, we had like a massive conference room, massive. I don't know why, but we had a huge conference room, and it was just littered with heads, just like African safari, because my grandpa went there and lit up Africa. Like, I mean, killed everything he could that was legal. And then fed villages. They loved him.
Oh, it's awesome.
Wow, that's nice.
I mean, he would take his head because that's all he wanted. He wanted the prize, and then
Yeah.
the town chief
you
would
go.
come and field dress it and then feed the village. Like that's,
That's
good. Yeah.
fucking.
At least they didn't waste the meat, because
Right,
some of those
no,
the trophy
my-
hunters, they just take the head and leave the fucking body. And
But this was
whatever.
just to give you a story about my grandfather's dedication to sportsmanship. He took my father and my uncle out when they were maybe like 16 or 15, shotgunning for quail,
Uh-huh.
bird hunting.
Yeah.
And the way you bird hunt is you get you put out decoys and you have
Yeah.
you know they're in the grass and you send your dog.
Yeah.
And the
I've
dog,
been pheasant hunting. So
Right,
yeah,
same diff. So yeah, the dog goes, chases it up in the air, and then you, right? There was a bird on the ground. My uncle went up maybe 3 yards away and shot it on the ground. My grandfather walks up to him, grabs the gun, punches it, 16-year-old kid in the face. Takes the gun out of his hands, like, you're not touching a gun for like 5 years. Didn't let him touch a gun for 5 years.
Wow.
Like, he was dedicated to sportsmanship. But where was I going? Yeah, no, so this conference room was just littered with heads, and I sat in there to do homework, and I just felt stared at the entire time. But two massive black bears, not even kidding. All bow.
crazy, bro.
All bow. My uncle didn't like
Some of those videos on YouTube of these guys hunting
insane.
black bears and shit. Like, and I want to get Aaron, Jack, and Aiden on this, because a lot of people are against hunting and whatnot.
whatever.
Because they're thinking, they have the mindset of they see all these movies and, like, bears and, like, all these animals are our friends. Like,
Well, plus they like portray the hunter as like the bad guy.
yeah,
too.
exactly.
You gotta feed
In
his
cartoons
family.
and whatnot.
Yeah, and that's exactly what we do it for. Like, we are, it's for the meat, right? And I want to go more in depth if I have those guys gone. But, like, half of it's like, they think bear is like, oh, cute cub, everything like that, just a family. No, these fuckers eat their cubs, bro. Like, there is multiple videos on YouTube of bears, mama bears eating their cubs,
Survival of the fittest.
right? And there's that movie, the fucked up movie where
It's called
attacking the bear.
Backcountry.
Yeah.
It's actually like a true story that happened where this couple goes camping in the Canadian wilderness, and the guy was going to propose to his girlfriend, but he never got to, and he like left her phone in the car because he didn't want her to go on it, and he just wanted like alone time. At the end, I mean, the bear tracks him down. You know, there's a bear nearby, and it's just it's a very gory scene.
Yeah,
to say
I
the
saw
least.
that. It was fucked. But,
Shows
like,
you the animosity of the bear.
exactly. Like, if everybody's like saying, I was like, I wonder what a monster looks like. A black bear is a fucking monster, dude.
Black bear
Like-
angry as a monster.
Like, it's an actual monster.
Yep.
Those shit, they
They
do
are
not
here.
fuck around. They eat their own shit. Like,
Yeah.
their own cubs. That's why I made my shit. All the time. Like, they're just fucking vicious. And, like, so many things people portray them as like, oh, stuffed animal, and like hunters are bad, right? And like, no, like fuck, like it's.
I mean, it's just it's
Donnie
nature.
Vincent has an awesome video on it.
It's nature,
Yeah.
and it's very heavily regulated.
Yeah.
You just can't randomly you can't hit a goose with your car on purpose.
No.
Like you can go to jail.
Yeah.
Can you really?
Yeah, you
For
can't
hitting
just
one goose on purpose.
you can't just kill it without intention of using the meat, having a license to kill license to kill it.
I'm
a
sure there'd
license
be a fine for that.
Like a dude took, I don't remember, someone in my girlfriend's neighborhood just took like a golf club and killed 4 geese on the side of the road, just dead. You can go to jail for that. Like you just can't. They're not menacing you, and if you have a problem with it, you gotta call animal control. But yeah, no. What is it? What's the name of the people? DNR, Department of Natural Resources.
Oh yeah.
Or what is
yeah.
it? Who is it?
No, I think it's
wildlife.
Yeah.
The game, big game, wildlife. If you don't have a license to fish, and you fish and you take it home, they can come into your home without a warrant or a warning and take the meat. Like you can't fuck around with these guys.
No,
and people, it's not just people going out willy nilly and fucking
not
shit
at
up.
all.
No, there's like reasons. Yeah. But yeah, I just I don't have it in me. I don't think to hunt.
No.
I don't think so. Like I mean,
There's such a connection when you first go. I don't even like to say the word kill. Right, you go out, you get that animal, and it's like there's a process to it. Right, there's such a long process, and when you like are able to gut the deer and everything like that, then you bring it back, and it's able to feed your family, right? And hunting and then feeding your family has been going on for fucking ever, right?
Just change the means. That's it.
Exactly. So the fact that people can kind of argue about that is like, we've been doing that for flipping ever.
Yeah.
Right? And that's where the whole connection and the process is of how much hard work it goes into it. And the hunters have, if anything, have more respect for these animals than people that are trying to defend them in a way. Mm-hmm. And I'm not talking like Steve, like the guys that like are at the zoo like trying to repopulate or anything. I'm just the people that go out and they're saying, "Oh, you're killing animals," but then for lunch they have a cheeseburger, right? It's like, well, like, what are you doing?
It's like, I mean, you're doing the exact same thing that how your burger got on the table or any source of meat, bacon, whatever. You're literally
just humane.
You're just being that person. You're just going out and killing your own meat, and that's
right.
There's so much more connection to it and everything.
The Indians, man, would like pray over the animal and thank it.
Yeah.
Like it was it's a circle of life. It's necessary. I would even say it's not pretty. What is it? Like it's just life, man. You gotta do it.
Plus you like enjoy like the wilderness and like you know,
there's so much to it
with and everything. You're just
like my buddies, they're going on a Utah trip this year, but it's a 3D shoot. They're not hunting out there because it's gonna be in the summer. But hopefully next fall we'll be able to go to like Utah and like hunt elk. Or anything like that up in the mountains or anything. It'd be insane.
That'd be pretty
My boy Aaron, I know he can get one. That guy's got a crazy
Bring
shot.
one back or don't come back.
Yeah,
it's got to be your motto.
Oh, jeez. That's a whole process out there, man.
I would go shoot prairie dogs in Montana.
I've done that.
Yeah, I just love to do that so
I've done that in
much.
South Dakota. It's so funny because they pop their heads out.
Is that,
and
you guys done that?
I've done that.
I want to.
Because you know you get them
fun.
when you hit them in the head and they flip. That's when you know.
And they're just so dumb. They just look over at where their buddy used to be and just like, what the fuck? And then.
But then those are.
Where's Stuart? Oh,
Yeah,
we were actually hired in South Dakota to do that because they were killing the crops.
Yeah.
And the animals, their livestock will just step in a hole and then break their ankle and then it's done.
ACL.
that calf is done. But speaking of like America, I know that was a twofer. That was great. Calf's a
calf.
Calf's a young cow and calf's a calf. I explained it now. It's not funny. Speaking of like a cool American moment, I went to the track for what was the recent holiday? Memorial Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how long it's been since we did a podcast. That's the most recent holiday.
Jeez.
But I went to the track for Memorial Day. It was like my girlfriend's family did some kind of like it was an anniversary party for someone, and I'm in the paddock and. I mean, have you been to the track, Arlington?
Yes, yeah.
I've seen it. I haven't been to it.
Fucking nuts. It's just like
big,
in the paddock. It's just like everyone's just going crazy. There's ATM machines. There's just cash flowing and people making all sorts of noise and shit everywhere. And I'm waiting outside the women's bathroom for my girlfriend to get out. I'm just standing there waiting, and like her family's kind of around, and you hear the announcement over the speaker that says, "Oh, and please rise as we sing our national anthem in honor of Memorial Day and our vets and all blah blah blah." I shouldn't say blah blah blah, but you know what I'm saying. And
Asshole.
this they start playing on the bugle, the Star Spangled Banner, and then a Marine or air crew, whatever, starts singing it, and the entire paddock stopped,
Whoa.
turned, looked at the TV, and everyone, man, woman, stopped, was stone cold silent, and put their hand on their heart, took their hat off, and just listened to the national anthem.
Yeah.
And then it was like over, and everyone clapped, and then it went right back to hustle and bustle. It was the chilliest thing I've ever seen. Like, you go to sports events, and you know when it's happening, so you know everyone gets quiet.
Just a moment.
But just like all of a sudden, and please rise for our national anthem, like without warning.
Yeah.
And everyone just
goes from like
it's a
loud.
cool. It's a very very cool
straight
part where
sound.
everybody comes together.
yeah, it's just like at that moment I was just like, stand for the fucking thing.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I was about to ask
I
you what
was
do you
just
think
like-
about that, man.
It's just
I love the rule NFL made, man. I fucking love that
and,
shit.
It's just like we've talked about it before, and I don't want to get too political in this one because we haven't so far. But it's like what you're protesting is a small amount of not even what the nation's about. Like what the flag represents and what that nation represents is a fight to keep you from being like enslaved and a fight to keep you free. Like I don't understand.
There's
like,
been so many Americans who have like literally like fought, died,
Right.
or like their brothers, something happened to them, and they just like they give their all for this country, and they actually go to war, and you
Right.
can't stand for a national anthem in a country that you're living in
Right,
because of them.
and making millions doing it. Like,
Yeah.
come on, it's just like there's inequality. I'm like, how can you say there's inequality while you sit on a field and make millions to throw a ball, bro?
And find a different way to protest.
Exactly.
It's
Go
like
start
not-
a charity.
yeah.
Go start an outreach program, which I hope they're doing if they really want to get their message across. But like right there in that moment, that flag and that anthem means so much more than what it doesn't. You're not even correct in what you're protesting, but. It's just stand. Like you're sitting down for people who thought like you, who fought for you, who fought for your kids before you have them,
Yeah.
and fought for your
That's just the
parents
one thing.
before you were a twinkle in their eye. Like
As much
I wonder
shit's
if there's,
going
like,
on.
these people that actually like sit or something. Do they actually have like a grandfather that was in the military?
Yeah.
well, I
Probably
mean,
not.
some people that are in the military like support the kneel.
Yeah,
But
they think it's
just-
okay.
Yeah, but it's like I can't wrap my head around that. It's like yeah, is there inequality or maybe there's a brutality or there's like, but it's not the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like I said, find an outreach program to start.
Yeah. As like crazy it is, like all this shit that's going on in the world, we should just have one thing, that everybody
Right.
agrees and is just all together in that moment. Like you said at the running racetrack, hustle and bustle, boom, right in that moment, we were all together, we were all paying attention to the same exact thing.
Right.
Then go back to the shit. Like, that's needed, man. That's needed in today's society.
Because
Where all this
you
shit's
got your
going
shit,
on.
I got my shit,
Yeah.
but we're still free to think that shit.
Exactly.
Even if I think you're stupid
Fucking
for
right
thinking
there,
it.
man. Hell
Exactly.
yeah,
But
dude.
we're free to think that stupid shit. So just stand up for that
Yeah.
flag. Because the flag represents... Someone said
Because
the flag
being able-
represents racism. I'm like, the flag... that flag fought for the
Everyone's
end of
gonna say
racism.
something
I was like,
represents sexism,
Yeah.
racism.
Because the fact that they're able to play football and the fact that they're able to do their protests is because
of that
freedom.
And that Star Spangled Banner.
Yes. Fucking A,
Exactly.
man.
So it's just... it was a beautiful moment. And,
That's good shit.
Yeah, because I mean, of course, you've been there for like games where they start, but to have it in the middle
Yeah.
and then everyone's just like, whoop,
Yeah.
done. It was crazy. It was pretty cool.
I
guys-
lost $20 betting on horses at the racetrack.
160.
I've
Really?
never been there. I've seen it, and me and my buddy Aiden have this thing where whenever we pass it, we have to actually take a picture and snap each other. That's a big fucking place. 'Cause it's just something we do whenever we drive to CLA. We had to do that, and we just randomly said that.
I went to I think it was like the first start of the races. I think it was the Kentucky Derby. I went to a restaurant for it, dropped 160, lost my shirt. It was terrible. This time I went to the Arlington racetrack and I'm like, I brought like $100 in cash. I'm like, I'm just gonna treat myself and not bet a single. I was buying Bloody Marys, vodka and lemonades. I bought a cigar and had it. I was just like, I'm just not even gonna spend money on the fact I could win.
You have no idea what horse is gonna win either.
I'm winning right now. I was just sipping and smoking. I was like, I'm happy. I'm good.
I'm happy.
Exactly. I'm happy. Oh God, guys.
I couldn't tell who was gonna win what race, and like no one could.
Dude.
It's literally just
Crown happened this year.
It's just minus.
Oh, is it happening or is it happening?
Happened. Justify won all 3 races.
When that shit go down today?
No,
Yesterday?
it was last week.
Oh fuck!
Yeah,
I'm so out of sports, man.
If you made a $1 bet, I think on no, that was the Vegas Knights. If you made a $1 bet that the Vegas Knights would get into the Stanley Cup Finals, you'd win $500.
Let's talk about that shit, man.
That's insane, really?
The difference between, okay, I know they're completely different sports, but the aggressiveness and the actual trying that you could see of the athletes between the Stanley Cup Finals, between the Knights and the Capitals, or the fucking LeBron James and the Cavaliers and Steph Curry. The difference between those 2 finals were just so... And I know you watch the NBA a good amount. Like, what the fuck was that shit, man?
I didn't... I was actively...
Hockey's just a straight physical sport, so you could, like, see the...
I actively boycotted the NBA final.
Yeah.
I was tired of watching them play, and I don't like Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors, and I don't like LeBron. So I was actively not watching it.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are just getting like frustrated as the Warriors and the Cavs. This is the 4th year that's never happened before. So
I can't watch it again. And I honestly don't think we're gonna have to because I think LeBron's going to leave.
Yeah, he'll probably go to Houston or something. So
You think he'll go to Houston?
Probably. I think Houston or Philadelphia.
I don't know. I was watching the Celtics game 7 against the Cavs, and I said to my girlfriend, I was like, there's no way that the Cavs win 1.
Yeah.
It's like there's not a single way. They can't take the Celtics in 5 games without their 2 leading superstars.
Yeah.
They have to go to game 7 with rookies and 6 men. Mm-hmm. It's like there's no way they're winning 1 game.
And they didn't.
Not even close. So, I don't know. I'm just done with LeBron. He can go wherever he wants, preferably.
Is he gonna go somewhere? Is he gonna be like traded and whatnot?
He's not gonna be traded. That guy can do whatever, go wherever he wants.
Oh, not traded, but like signed.
His contract ended this year, so.
Yeah, so he can go. People speculate Philly, LA, and Houston. I think are like the top 4 runners right now. I mean, other than Cleveland, but I don't see him going back there. Yeah.
Dude, I tried to sit down and watch one of those finals games, but they're the most boring shit.
Well, yeah, because there was no competition.
No.
I just told Sully, I was like, I watched Game 7 of the Celtics. There's no way that they win 1. That the Cavs win 1 against the Warriors. There's no way.
Yeah.
They had no team.
The last time I actually sat down and watched an NBA final was 2007 when the Big 3 Lakers, Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, Ray Allen versus Kobe and Lakers. 2007.
You said Big 3 versus... Wait, did you say Big 3 versus the Lakers?
Yeah.
So Boston versus...
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was confused. I was
Boston.
Okay. So Boston's Big 3.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Celtics versus the Lakers. I should just
Yeah, classic matchup.
Fucking A, dude. Was that some crazy shit?
Exactly. There was competition.
Oh, yeah, dude. They got physical.
It's 3 teams. Mm-hmm. Well, 4 or 5 teams in the NBA right now, and that's it. That's including both conferences. Jesus Christ.
Like, when was the last time I heard of the 76ers? Or, like, last time we heard of, like...
I'm so proud of them, man. I was like, keep going. Just keep going. But I really wanted... I mean, other than the fact that Meek Mill's a douchebag, I really wanted the Philly to go all the way.
Yeah.
I loved Philly. They also... Didn't they take Cavs to Game 7? Prove my point? Cavs were not a team.
I couldn't tell you,
They played Boston.
They played... didn't they play Philly?
Philly played Boston. They didn't.
Oh,
play
yeah, but did Philly take them?
No,
7?
No.
I was so down on the NBA this year.
I think they had 2. They had 1 win. I think it was 4 games to 1, something like that.
So I made a Bumble.
All right, guys, we'll see you in the next one. I gotta go hit Chris.
Why? Past your bedtime.
Oh, Why?
Don't sit down.
Why?
Simmer the fuck down, you married bitch.
Oh, okay.
It's hot out there, Nam.
No, it's not. Operation Stephanie. It's a solid
You
plan.
just want me to hit it and quit it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but
No, Chris. I don't want you to hit it and quit. I want you to destroy and leave.
Oh my god.
Hates girl.
Yeah, like
Leave an
we tried
implant.
to do, like what we tried to do to Vietnam.
Oh god.
Yeah, like just in and out. Exactly. Why?
So I
First thing you do is you call Dom right after and tell him.
So I created
crying?
a Bumble. I'm not crying. No, I'm not.
Well, okay. Bumble's
I got-
pretty.
Why not a Tinder?
I got-
like,
My,
I think Tinder.
Riley
works a lot
runs
better.
my Tinder on his iPad.
Yeah, I saw that the other day.
You're not.
I got my buddy over here trying to run my Tinder. I'm running my Bumble.
It's not hard to run Tinder. All you gotta do is literally go
I know,
5 minutes a
but it's
day.
like-
Just
I like.
I take it as a joke. So
I
I
kind
mean,
of get the Bumble over Tinder though, because like Bumble, a girl has to choose.
yeah,
right?
and that has not happened. I got 2 matches. Neither
and
of them
most of the
matches.
time when dudes message on Tinder, they're not even gonna reply. So if the girl messages first,
Hey,
it's
I
a good
had
sign that she'll
pretty-
talk
I
to
had a
you.
pretty good success rate.
I do not.
As
All
far
my
as
buddies getting
getting-
all these matches.
I mean, I have a lot of matches, but I've only taken 2 girls out on a date.
Just wanna
and
match
wasn't
me.
even-
It was like coffee. It wasn't even fun.
As far as like matching on Tinder, and then getting like a Snapchat, I was 100% success rate.
Really?
Nothing happened past that. But
Yeah.
Never met up with any of them.
You still like
couple,
have?
couple to tree.
Do you still like have their like Snapchat? Like do you still
No.
see their stories?
Do you want to give me them?
Dude, anyone that I've dated, you are more than welcome to.
Dude, speaking about people who are get with a lot of people, not the saying that you did, but my cousin is a fucking freak.
Gio is a stud.
He is,
What's his last name?
dude. He is insane. He is like,
It's the name.
he brought this one girl to the gym with us. Was against the bro kid. I don't like you for that.
You don't
Chris
wait, whoa,
Gio's a
whoa, whoa.
lesbian.
But dude, it was
Are
doing
they
our
dating?
daddy's night.
Are they dating?
No,
You don't do
they're
that.
just fuck buddies.
Gio, I'm talking to you now.
Gio.
This is just to you. You can only bring a chick to the gym with your bros if you were like legitimately dating.
If you are married.
If you are legit, and she goes over and does cardio while you guys.
Well, that's what she
lift.
did.
She did do
Okay,
cardio.
okay.
She did.
Yeah,
I would
give her a
not
little
have that
bit.
girl work out with
But
us. I take
still.
myself way too seriously.
But still, you can't do that.
We tried to hide the car from you guys, but you guys spotted us like instantly.
Yeah.
That's not a good move, right?
Dude, it was just kind of weird. And she said this one comment, right? She was telling us this
I
story.
was really surprised. She didn't even say any other words to us. The first thing she said.
Yeah, so she's telling us the story that, like, she liked this one guy, and then her best friend that, she's not friends with, like, FaceTimed her as she was sucking his dick, right? To, like, get back at her. Some shit like that. I don't know. But then she was like, it's fine, you know what? And this is what, like, Riley and I, our souls just, like, dropped. We're like, fuck, you can't say that. Like, she was like, it didn't hurt me much because he was small. And I was like, like, that's a human being. Like, that's a man's
right.
manhood. That's a fucking, like, and we just heard that. And we're like, oh, man. Like, what if we're that? You know what I mean? Like, fuck. Like, we're in the backseat, we heard that, and we looked at each other like, fuck, man. Like,
That's brutal.
like, I felt so bad for the guy, even though he's getting his dick sucked. And, like, the girl, like, I was like, oh,
At least he got
man.
some.
Yeah, right, you're right. But, like, so I was like,
Wow.
oh, man, that blows.
First off, the balls or lack thereof for her to FaceTime
Yeah,
her.
right.
No, she said that she's never talked to that girl, like, ever again. So, yeah that's pretty much... I think she was just trying to brag or something. Like, I don't know.
This high school is it's like a college that you have to test into, almost.
Guess how much their tuition is?
50.
Yep.
How much is it? 50?
50. Well, it's like, because Gio had a scholarship, right?
Oh.
It's $50,000 a year to go there.
That's
high
as
school?
expensive as TCU.
Yeah.
Like, any,
Wait,
like,
is it
High school. So they got exchange students, right? And I met some of his, like... And, like, my cousin's super cool. But all these people that I meet there have, like, weird issues, and they're, like, all fucked in the head. It's like, oh, God.
well, they sleep there, right? Because it's a boarding school.
Yeah, some of them do. I don't know if Gio did, but it's, like, weird, man.
Man.
But shout out to my cousin Gio.
Well, Gio's always snapping, like, 8 different
He's got,
girls
like,
at once.
16 Snapchats.
I'm like, Gio, what are you doing tonight? I don't know, which girl to hit up? I don't know.
It was like Oh man, I don't want to go into it because I don't know if he wants me to, but it's fucking crazy, bro.
It's a good track record. It's good.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we could tell you. I don't know if
That's
Chris
weird.
mentioned.
I'll call her. I'll
She
answer.
probably.
I never met you.
Oh yeah, you know you did.
My goodness, guys. Well, I think you should take a picture for your
It's
snap.
been a while, man.
God, people are gonna think we're dead. I don't have any of the information about the show in front of me, so we're just gonna see if we can do it by memory.
This is 19.
Yeah,
If
Twitter.
you look up Spirit Podcast, you'll bound to find us on Instagram. YouTube, you have to do some searching.
Yeah, it's,
It pops up second on YouTube.
Oh, God.
Besides the margarita
yes.
Yeah.
So we're the Spirit Podcast on YouTube, Spirit Radio Podcast on Instagram. And
Oh, bro, I found fucking night vision goggles last night. They're so fucking cool.
You like go out and like look for bunnies.
We're the Spirit _ Podcast on Twitter, so go ahead, follow us, like us, and do all sorts of fun shit there to us. If you have a comment about how bad our show is, we'll take it because it's a comment still. Thank you to Sully.
Thanks for fucking coming along.
Thanks for
having me.
Motherfucker.
Thanks for coming in. And I think it was a solid cast. It's a definitely like what's the redemption from the last one.
Oh, yes.
We actually had stuff to talk about in this one, so that was
Still
pretty
don't know
good.
why we're uploading that one.
I have to. It's like, I mean, we said 18.
Don't listen.
We number the show in the show. I can't just make 1918. It's not happening. All right, guys. We'll see you in the next
Peace
one.
out. Thanks again, Sully.